I forgot my intro. I was gonna say something spectacular and I forgot it. My name is Hush. My name is Lydia. I'm highly addicted to animal crackers. Welcome to my channel. Let's just get right into it today. So, I didn't know what to talk about. So today I want to talk about little eggs you find in Disney movies. I really like Disney movies, as you can tell by the Enchanted Rose painting that I'm working on. There's movies, but yeah, we're talking about some eggs, and obviously I can't remember them all because hello, I'm Dory. I have short-term memory loss. Nice to meet you. So let me just quickly. I maybe should have opened the website before I started this video, but you know, cool kids run a different train. Too bad I'm not a cool kid. But then again, you're the one laying on the Midsummer's Night Dream and laying on my bra. Okay, so we'll start with The Little Mermaid. A little egg that I don't think a lot of people got was in A Little Mermaid. If you look very, very closely to where it is circled, right in there, it is very blurry. But there is Mickey, Donald, and Goofy among the crowd during King Triton's entrance. Number 2, 101 Dalmatians actually was supposed to be around an era when ladies would normally get with, per se, tramps, as what they would call them, or a lot of ladies would, I don't know how to word it without making it sound bad, like a lot of ladies, I guess. I can't explain it any better than that. It sums up itself. Ladies and tramps. Lady was from the rich neighborhood. She fell in love with, a street rat, basically, kind of like Aladdin. And like Midnight Summer's Dream or Romeo and Juliet, it was like not something that could have been, but it could be in the connection of marriage. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up about that because I might totally be wrong. If you remember in Aladdin, in the Sultan's castle, when he was building up his little toys, if you looked very closely, there is a beast. If you see the beast, I'm gonna learn how to put photos into my videos so you guys don't have to squint. The Hunchback of Notre Dame is number 4, and if you look closely, there is Aladdin's magic carpet. Right there. There's Belle, and there's Pumbaa. I actually never even noticed that. And I love the Hunchback of Notre Dame. In 101 Dalmatians, Peg from Lady and the Tramp appears to be in the window of Percy's pet shop during the Twilight bark scene. If you don't remember that, please rewatch 101 Dalmatians. It was a great movie. If you look very closely. Number 6 is The Great Mouse Detective. If you remember the old movie Alice in Wonderland, if you looked very closely, Bill the Lizard is there. If you don't remember Alice in Wonderland, Bill the Lizard was the lizard that was forced to climb the roof and try to get Alice out, and he ended up being shot far away out of the chimney, and the authors never even told us what really happened to Bill. For all we know, he can be in Narnia. Well, that's a lie. I think he is in Ratigan's gang now in The Great Mouse Detective. But number 7 is The Little Mermaid. The King and Grand Duke from Cinderella are there during the wedding, as you guys can see. Number 8 would be Brother Bear, when wait, what? Nemo makes a quick I'm just gonna skip that one because I can't pronounce any of the words that are in that sentence at all. I'm sorry. We're just gonna skip number 8 and go right to number 9. Number 9 is Oliver and Company. If you actually look, there is Jock, Peg, and Trusty from Lady and the Tramp. got Jock, Lady, or not Lady, Peg, and Trusty. That's Peg, Trusty. The Black Cauldron. If you looked very closely in this picture, Tinkerbell in the movie, she is in the back. Fun fact. Oliver and Company. In The Great Mouse Detective, Scooby-Doo and the Great Mouse Detective are actually hidden in... Yeah, Ratigan and the Great Mouse Detective and Scooby-Doo are hidden among the photos in Perfect is an Easy Scene from Oliver and Company. There and there. Hercules. Now, this one is really messed up, and this is not really an egg, because I think everybody noticed this. Scar's skin. I don't need to explain that. That is self-explanatory. There's the Princess and the Frog. If you actually look very closely, she is shaking Aladdin's magic rug. I actually did notice that one when I watched that movie. It was kind of cool. Tangled. Pinocchio is actually hidden up in the rafters. If you look very, very, very closely while watching Tangled in the bar scene, there is Pinocchio, which I thought was really cool. In Lilo and Stitch, there is a Dumbo that sits in her little corner over there. Before I continue any further, I want to actually explain something about Dumbo. I was rewatching it last night, and I even rewatched it today. And Dumbo is really messed up. It is very racist, and it is very cruel towards animals. Because if you remember the scene where they go to rebuild the circus, it's really bad because they get the darker skinned people, the black people, to build the circus, and they are so black they actually don't have faces, and the animals help too. And there's actually no white people in their circus except for the clowns and the circus master himself. Further in, Pinocchio is basically adopted by his little mouse friend, while his mother's put in solitary confinement because of protecting her baby. Went really wrong. And during the drinking scene, it's obviously an indication that he was not just on booze. That booze was obviously drugged with, LSD, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, LSD or something, because he was tripping out and seeing pink elephants, and you don't get that from booze.
That's very true.
There's no way you can drink alcohol and trip out and see pink elephants. And the song was enough to give kids nightmares. Like, that is what nightmares are made of. So, yeah, it is racist. It is very highly against animals. There's a lot of messed up scenes. And also, if you remember the Crows are actually a gang, and they're supposed to be indicated to, like, a very old street gang, maybe from the ghetto or something. It's just really messed. If you rewatch the movie, yeah, it'll mess with your brain. So continuing, if you remember Princess and the Frog, going way back, The Sword and the Stone, which is a very old movie, if you looked very, very closely at the alligator and the Princess and the Frog, you would end up actually seeing the old hag from, or that's what I call her. Her name is Madame Mim. She's really messed up. She's very powerful, but she's also very scary. In The Princess and the Frog, if you actually notice, Triton is in the parade. King Triton. Tarzan. Okay, this is one that kids can't miss. Mrs. Potts and her children. The Rescuers. If you look closely, you could actually find Bambi and his mom. Before, I guess, Bambi's mom died. The Princess and the Frog. While Madame Odie sings Dig a Little Deeper, her snake has a little lamp, as you can see. That is an indication towards brain gapping. Aladdin. There we go. In Lilo and Stitch, there is a Mulan poster that actually hangs in the back. Right up there. If you actually remember from The Sword and the Stone, there's a little squirrel and his name is Wart. And somehow he magically goes from Camelot to where Todd was left in the forest. which is kind of sad. If you remember Lilo and Stitch, when Lilo's little pet Stitch was rolling around, if you look in the back, there is a little teeny ball. The little ball is actually from Pixar's Luxo Jr. It is kind of an old movie. But yeah, that's just some little eggs. I'm sorry that the pictures were kind of crap, but there is a lot of not only eggs but subliminal messages in movies. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. Some people say that Walt Disney was buried underneath Disneyland. Some people say that he was frozen underneath Disneyland. Some people say that his bones, including his skull, have been hidden around Disneyland. Some people say that, for example, Pinocchio is an indication towards a penis. That's why his face grows and shrinks. I'm so glad that he was not a Canadian puppet, because right now he would have no nose, if that is true. Well, if you think about it, Canada's really cold, and guys' penises shrink in the cold. Supposedly. I don't know. I don't have a slong, so I can't really tell you.
Ask Lucas.
I'm not asking Lucas anything weird. Oh, what's another movie that I know has? Oh, Beauty and the Beast, Stockholm Syndrome, and Bestiality. You have Cinderella, where she cooks and cleans, basically until a man comes and rescues her, which I think was really stupid. But there is a lot of messages behind Cinderella. I think that bitch could have just packed her stuff and left. But she chose not to. She just chose to undergo the torment, which I think she was silly for doing. I think she should have left. Let me see. Oh, there's The Lion King. We can talk about how messed up that is. The Lion King was filled with betray. Like, I learned at 5 years old not to trust my family. Like, that movie really messed with trust. Mulan. She, literally cut off her hair and went to fight the Hans for her family. That was one tough cookie. Treasure Planet's a really good one. There's a lot of hidden eggs in that. There's, I think there's a Stitch stuffy in the corner. There's, yeah, but that movie is really a really good movie. That's probably one of my favorite movies. The Great Master Detective. There is so many Disney movies. Fun fact, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is actually the first movie that Walt Disney made that became a hit. But, that movie was really messed up. She went and lived in a forest with 7 little men. One happened to just be retarded. And, she was haunted by an evil queen. And she ate an apple and had to wait till the prince came and kissed her. Which I think is sad, because Elsa seems to be, well, no. There's a couple princesses that are out there that don't really have a prince, that are very independent, but I think they need to make a movie based, like a Disney movie based upon a princess who is this badass warrior who does not need a man, and she just conquers everything. Maybe even make a movie about a Disney princess who kills every man who hits on her. I don't know. They just need to make something out there. Or like make a gay Disney movie. That'd be really cute.
That would be.
Like, see a lesbian princess or a gay prince. Like, that'd be really beautiful. That's just my opinion. There's not a lot of people like that. I heard that. Ow! Yeah, but I don't think I have anything else to say. There's some eggs and stuff that was in Disney. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. And that is all I have for today.